Like, this is crazy. Like, people are really offering you money to come on this show and lie. So at that point, I was like, forget it. It's a lie. Like, now I don't believe anything.
She didn't ease into it. She didn't warm up the audience. She didn't smile through the tension like she usually does. LaTisha Scott went live and let the whole world witness a moment she had been trying to outrun for years. The air around her felt heavy, like she'd been carrying something too painful to admit even to herself. And for the first time, she wasn't trying to protect anyone's image. Not her marriage. Not her family. And definitely not the woman she once called a friend. Because when she pressed start live, the truth poured out like water breaking through a dam. Her tone wasn't angry at first, it was tired, raw, and trembling with the weight of everything she'd bottled up.
You go, talking about business. Like, can we not appreciate this moment right here?
I'm sorry, it's a business trip.
And then, slowly, with each sentence, the heartbreak turned into a fire. She accused Sunni, yes, that Sunni, of sleeping with her husband, Marsau. Not hinting. Not suggesting. Accusing. Directly. Boldly. Publicly. Viewers froze. Comments stalled. It was like everyone watching forgot how to breathe.
Hope that this doesn't make Tisha annoyed with me because I know she wanted some alone time.
You could hear the frustration in her voice, the exhaustion of years spent brushing off rumors, forcing a smile during scenes, pretending everything was fine because she wanted to believe her family was stronger than whispers. But this time, she wasn't pretending. She wasn't dodging. She wasn't swallowing anything for the sake of the show. She laid out what she'd been holding back, the details, the receipts, and the betrayal she knew she could no longer hide. So how did it get to this point? How did LaTisha go from defending her husband at every reunion to exposing him online? And what made her come after Sunni with such force, naming her live in front of thousands? Let's go back.
Like, this is crazy. Like, people are really offering you money to come on this show and lie. So at that point, I was like, forget it. It's a lie. Like, now I don't believe anything.
Because this explosion didn't start tonight. It's been building. From the beginning of Love and Marriage, Huntsville, LaTisha was introduced as the devoted wife, the one who took pride in her family image, the one who believed in unity, the one who held everything together even when it looked like she was hanging by a thread. She smiled through uncomfortable moments, changed the subject when cheating rumors came up, and brushed off messy comments from other cast members who tried to warn her.
The part of the harassing communications was you sending the picture.
No,
Right.
no, it wasn't.
Okay, that's the question I got asked. The question is, how do you feel about that? That makes me lose respect for Martin.
If it was true.
If it was true, yeah. I didn't
So
say
now
it was
that
true.
you're saying
I
it
assumed it was true.
So
You
if
assumed it
now that
was?
he's saying that it's not true, how do you feel about it?
I don't know if I can believe Martin.
She insisted her marriage was solid, that her husband was loyal, that the rumors were exaggerations or plain lies. It became her brand, the woman committed to proving her family wasn't like everyone else's drama-filled mess. And honestly, fans wanted to believe her. She seemed genuine, faithful, determined to protect what she built. But over the seasons, something changed in her eyes. Viewers noticed the way she paused before answering questions about trust. The way she looked down whenever someone mentioned Marsau's whereabouts. The way her laughter became more forced, like she was trying to convince herself more than anyone else. And then came the Instagram quotes. You know, the type, the ones people post when life behind the scenes doesn't match the pictures they upload. Her page shifted from couple trips and smiling selfies to messages about healing, disappointment, learning to let go, and fighting silent battles. People took screenshots. They whispered. They wondered why a woman supposedly in a strong marriage was posting about broken trust and painful lessons. But the turning point wasn't the rumors or the quotes. It was the energy. You could feel something dimming in her, like she was walking around with a secret she hoped wasn't true. And that's when Sunni entered the picture. At first, Sunni was just a familiar face, someone floating around events, appearing in group photos, smiling in the background. But viewers started noticing things that didn't sit right. The way Sunni always seemed too close. The repeated coincidences where she and Marsau appeared at the same gatherings, same bars, even the same after-hours spots. People spotted similar backgrounds. Identical locations. Photos posted minutes apart from the same view. Fans started playing detective and the patterns were hard to ignore. But LaTisha kept her cool. Or at least she tried to. Maybe she didn't want to believe her husband could betray her. Maybe she didn't want to admit a woman she welcomed into her space could be capable of something like that. Maybe denial felt safer than truth. But what nobody expected was that the clues would eventually pile so high that she could no longer outrun them. Screenshots leaked. Alleged messages between Sunni and someone close to her surfaced online. In those messages, Sunni wasn't shy. She bragged. She hinted. She spoke like someone who was comfortable stepping into another woman's home and taking up emotional space that wasn't hers. She acted like she knew something the public didn't. She implied Marsau wasn't staying out late for work, he was staying out for her. Fans started pulling screenshots, timestamping posts, matching reflections in windows, matching plate settings in dinners, even comparing mirrors behind selfies. It became too loud, too detailed, too blatant to ignore. Still, LaTisha stayed quiet. She kept trying to hold the pieces together. She brushed it off on camera. She swallowed the humiliation. She prayed for clarity. She hoped the rumors were cruel fabrications. But deep down, something in her shifted. You could see it during filming. Her posture stiffened, her tone changed, and her patience thinned. She started speaking less during group scenes, watching everyone around her with eyes full of caution. Something in her spirit was cracking. So when she went live, it wasn't random. It wasn't for drama. It wasn't for views. It was a woman who finally snapped under the pressure of pretending everything was okay. Her live started with heavy breathing, like she needed a moment to gather the courage to speak. Then she said she was tired of holding secrets that didn't protect her. She was tired of smiling for the show. She was tired of defending a marriage that had been quietly bleeding for years. And then she said Sunni's name. "You think I didn't know?" she asked. "You think I didn't see the messages? The locations? The lies? Sunni, you were in my face. You hugged me. You called me sis. And you were sleeping with my husband." Those words sent shockwaves across social media. The comments exploded into chaos: hearts, shocked faces, accusations, prayers, calls for her to leave, calls for her to fight back, everything all at once. But she didn't stop. Her voice shook, but she kept going. She talked about nights she cried herself to sleep wondering why he came home late. She talked about moments she blamed herself for the distance. She talked about how humiliating it felt to hear strangers discuss her marriage like it was a storyline instead of her real life. She talked about how she tried to protect Sunni because she believed loyalty meant something. But here's the twist. While LaTisha was pouring out years of pain, the unexpected happened. The door behind her opened. Marsau walked into the room. He froze when he realized she was live. His expression said everything: shock, guilt, irritation, confusion. Maybe all of the above. LaTisha didn't flinch. She turned the phone slightly so viewers could see him and asked him straight up, "You got something you want to say? Since everybody's watching?" He stood there for a few seconds. Silent. Still. Then, like a man who had nothing to defend, he turned around and walked out. That moment said more than any denial ever could. The internet erupted. Twitter was in flames. Instagram blogs pushed the clips within minutes. YouTube commentators rushed to speak on it before the live even ended. Everyone had something to say, some blaming him, some blaming Sunni, some blaming both, and others simply sending LaTisha love because they'd watched her suffer quietly for too long. Comments poured in like waves. She held that marriage together by herself. Sunni sat in her face while sneaking behind her back. That's the evilest kind of betrayal. Marsau didn't even try to explain. That silence was everything. People went back through old episodes and re-watched moments that suddenly made sense. The smirks Marsau gave when cheating rumors came up. The dismissive jokes he used as shields. The scenes where LaTisha looked confused or hurt but tried to hide it. The events where Sunni lingered a little too close. Fans realized all the signs had been hiding in plain sight. And here's where the emotional storm truly hit. LaTisha didn't just lose trust in her marriage. She lost trust in a friend. A woman she had welcomed into her circle. Someone who smiled in her photos, laughed at her jokes, and acted like she cared. Betrayal hurts most when it comes from someone close. Someone who knew your struggles, watched you defend a relationship they were actively damaging, and never once stepped back. LaTisha talked about that pain during the live. She said she felt stupid, embarrassed, and blindsided. She said she defended both of them, her husband and Sunni, while they made her look foolish. And she said she hit a breaking point because she realized her silence wasn't saving anyone. It was destroying her. Viewers felt it. You could hear the ache in her voice, the heartbreak of a woman who spent years sacrificing her peace to protect a truth that didn't protect her back. She admitted she ignored her intuition. She admitted she let loyalty blind her. She admitted she believed love could fix dishonesty. And she admitted she was done. Beyond the scandal itself, the emotional weight of this moment sits heavy. LaTisha built a life around the image of a strong marriage. She created businesses with him. She raised children with him. She filmed a show with him. She wore the title of wife with pride. And publicly unraveling that image wasn't just painful, it was humiliating. It forced her to confront the reality she'd been avoiding, that the man she defended didn't defend her, and the friend she trusted used that trust to step deeper into her marriage. The ripple effect on her family is massive. Her kids will eventually hear whispers. Her supporters will view her differently. Her career on the show will take a new direction. Every scene she films from here on will come with a new layer of vulnerability. And Marsau? His reputation, already shaky, is now hanging by a thread. The man who always shrugged off rumors now faces the emotional backlash of his wife publicly calling him out. But what hits hardest is the personal toll. The nights she cried alone. The days she felt invisible. The confusion of trying to keep a family together while feeling like she was losing herself. The emotional exhaustion of pretending for the cameras. All of it came pouring out in one live, showing viewers a version of LaTisha they had never seen before, unfiltered, broken, furious, and finally choosing herself. So where does she go from here? That's the question everyone is asking. Will she walk away from the marriage? Will she confront Sunni face to face? Will this scandal become a major storyline in the next season? Or will she step into a new chapter, one built on honesty instead of illusion? One thing is certain, she can't go back to the woman she was before this live. That version of LaTisha is gone. She's shed the image of a wife blindly defending her marriage. She's stepped out of the role of a woman pretending everything is fine. She has reclaimed her voice, her power, and her truth, even if it came with heartbreak. And this moment isn't just about drama. It's about resilience. It's about a woman deciding she deserves honesty. It's about somebody choosing to stop hiding behind carefully curated images and finally telling the truth, no matter how messy it looks. Because healing doesn't start with silence. It starts with truth. So now, the world waits. People want to know if Sunni will speak. If Marsau will deny. If more receipts will appear. If LaTisha will stand firm or reconsider. If she'll rebuild, or walk away for good. But no matter what happens next, this moment changed everything. It destroyed old illusions. It exposed hidden betrayals. It forced everyone to see the real story, not the one edited for TV. And it proved one thing: a woman pushed to her limit is powerful enough to flip the entire narrative in a single live video. And now, we want to hear from you. What do you think this means for the Scots? Do you believe LaTisha's accusations? Do you think Sunni was really involved with Marsau behind the scenes? And what should LaTisha do next? Drop your thoughts below, because this chapter is far from over and something tells me the real story is only just beginning.